Here's me messing around with just a basic blues in E, and I'm not going to really unravel it for you, but I'm just going to give you something to listen to and watch what I'm doing. I'll try to do it fairly slow, and see if you can pick up something from it. So I'm just going to ramble and ramble, but I'm mostly doing, just so you know, kind of a minor E minor pentatonic kind of thing, kind of a John Lee Hooker, you know. Slurring and playing, but check it out. See if you can pick something up here. I'm just going to play it slow and see what happens. Staying right in that little blues box, right? See that? Kind of got that Texas thing going, the Jimmy Vaughn thing. He had a lot of that going on. And again, I'm just working with just a few notes here. You can get a lot of mileage if you bend them. A G note, 3rd fret on the high E. And then here's a cool one, is you can walk it up. It's like sort of a 5th fret on the B string, 3rd fret on the high E, 7 on the high E, and 8 on the B. Same thing. See that? You get a lot of mileage out of that. So I'm not really doing a lot of fancy stuff, but it's pretty cool. One more time. All the way up to the octave. So I'm getting a lot of mileage out of just basically the minor pentatonic scale. I'm kind of staying on the higher string just for fun. A lot of slurring. And the little half-step things, right? Check this out. All in there, blues box. Let's climb up again. So now the 5th fret up with the B string, and now I add the 3rd fret of the E. And then we're going to all the way up to a 7 on the E and an 8 on the B. Back again, like you're tuning, right? Working off the 3 and 2 on the B string. That's that old style blues, right? John Lee did that a lot. Little hammer-ons. You can get a lot of mileage on that too. Yeah. A lot of it's a phrasing too. Little space in between, right? Tell a story. So that's a little blues thing in the key of E, and I've got a little loop just doing a, you know, a 1-4-5 thing. But if you hang around at those notes long enough, you'll find little phrases that work. And just tell a story. The blues in E, me just messing around in my studio. That wasn't like a real strict kind of lesson thing, but it was just me showing blues you can use, you know, just messing around with the, really mainly those three, the G, the B, and the E string. You can, a lot of other. And then that one climb is the 5th fret on the B, and then you add the 3rd fret of the E. Okay, then you jump up to the 7th fret of the high E and the 8th fret of the B. Those go well together. Kind of a Stevie Ray, Pride and Joy. And then if you want to go all the way up to the 12th fret, you know, the octave, we all know that by now. And then if you want to get a little bit fancy, go to the 14th fret of the B and the 15th fret of the high A. It gets a little salty. Got it? See it? Check it out. So you put those all together, it looks like this. And I'm pinching the B and the E string. And then you can use this sort of a 7th lick to get you to the 4 chord. When you hear that, it says, oh, let's get to that 4 chord. When you hear that kind of tension, it usually announces that you're going to make a change. So when you're playing in the key of E and do it like a 7th, it says, time to go to the 4 chord. So I know a lot of that stuff may or may not make sense to you, but I'm always trying to throw some licks at you where you can actually sit down with a 1-4-5 progression and actually play something. But don't forget to let it breathe, you know. It's okay to be a little bit sparse, right? So that's my, I'm just sitting here in Santa Cruz, up in my studio, just kind of wondering, well, what could I show everybody today that could actually be used, you know, whether it's acoustic or electric, doesn't really matter. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll try to get some more focus stuff out to you shortly, and we'll see you down the road.